what's up?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Doing well. I'm doing well. Just got back from a great trip to Florida.
Yeah.
So a couple days in Orlando with the little one. So we saw SeaWorld, which I haven't been to, I think, in like 20 years since it left Cleveland, and then Universal, and then a couple beach days at Clearwater. Man, I love that city. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, got some workouts in.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. How do you stay on track when you travel?
So I cannot sit by the pool or sit by the beach. So I got to move. I got to go do stuff. So I actually walked 150,000 steps in 6 or 7 days. So I think that's 70 miles. So yeah, just put headphones on and listen to a podcast or listen to some music and just explore the city, restaurants, houses. Took a bunch of pictures of these cool houses on the beach, etc. But yeah, I kept myself busy that way, and did still gain a few pounds, but just lost it in the last few days, plus some, which I'm excited about. But man, all good, blessed.
All good.
Yeah, and started training, which is exciting.
Started training others.
Just started training others. I've had workout partners. I've never really trained other people where I'm not working out with them in the circuit or whatever else, if that makes sense. So, man, it's amazing. And getting that text of, I've lost 7 pounds in a week and a half, and they feel better, they feel stronger, and it's actually a husband and wife team. So it's awesome. They love the workout. They love what we're doing, and it's exciting.
Feels good helping others, huh?
Oh my God. Getting that text is just everything. I mean, yeah, so it's good. It's good.
Nice. Save those texts.
Yeah, of course.
Snapshots of them.
Of course. How's your week? I know you've had some ups and downs.
Yeah, we're having, some family sickness, unfortunately.
Right.
So it's been tough.
Yeah.
But it's been better, or it's about as good as it can be considering where I was and where I am now.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, can you imagine getting through the situation and not having mind, body, soul where you are today? I mean,
it would be a lot harder. That's why it's so important. And actually, we're going to talk about the 6 pillars of wellness and why it's so important to really work on all 6 of these pillars. So when life throws these events, these tough times, sicknesses, losing jobs, switching careers, whatever it may be, these pitfalls of life, that will definitely
happen. That's the point. That life, you work out, you get your mind, body, soul right. Does not mean everything in life is going to go perfect by any means. You're still going to have pitfalls, but I'd rather be in the mindset, in the right mindset, if that makes sense.
In the right mindset. So, the 6 pillars, let's just quickly go over them.
Mm-hmm.
Mind, body, family, finance, society, and faith. So when I first heard these, they was from my mentor, Sean G. Murphy.
Yep.
And I actually heard Tony Robbins talking about them as well. And it makes sense. Because if you look at these categories, these pillars, pretty much everything falls under them.
Right. And if you think about what the word pillars even means, right? It's what holds a building up, or what holds a chair up, or whatever you're defining pillars. So can a building sustain without having adequate pillars? And when you research this online, and many people have their own definitions, and we've applied the 6 pillars. I mean, man, there's 9 pillars, there's 8, whatever it is. The point is that you cannot sit on a 3-legged stool, and you cannot live on 5 pillars or 3 or 2. And that's what we're seeing over and over again with ourselves, and with our clients and with our friends and whatever else. Anybody that is not putting all 6 pillars together, it's that a la carte mentality. Well, I'm going to work out, but I'm not going to watch what I eat, or I'm not going to, be engaged at work, or whatever it is. Those, when you don't put it all together, that's where you'll start eating wrong, you'll stop working out, you'll drink a lot more, etc., and programs fail.
The programs fail.
So the point is why not go for the top efficiency of a program, right? So you hate being fat, or you hate being weak, or you hate being upset, and you want to be happier. Why not put that whole program together, I guess, right? So let's talk about the pillars. So let's pick one that you want to start with.
Well, let's start with the mind, because again, the past 4 to 6 weeks have kind of been a challenge for me.
Sure.
Tough. So with the mind, how do you wake up every day understanding that there are challenges, but still be in a state of joy? Ultimately, that's what we want, right? We want to wake up, we want to have a good day.
Right.
So you got to set yourself up for success. This is where the mind comes in. This is where meditation comes in. Again, one of my morning practices is to wake up, put on 30 minutes of my favorite music, my pump me up music.
Yep.
And you can sit, you can stand. I personally like standing and just closing my eyes and going through what I'm grateful for.
Sure.
What I have, all my accomplishments, and all the things that I've overcome from my past. Knowing that, wow, there's so many challenges that I've been through. We've all been through. But we forget. And when we forget, we can wake up in a state of funk.
Well, what you're doing is you're putting your emotions in check, right?
Yep.
So instead of anxiety and not feeling well and hungover or whatever else, you're mindful. Your mind and emotions are in check. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I am going to help people today. I am going to help myself today. I have an amazing son. Friends, community, gratitude. And that's what helps keep your mind in check, is the right community. And just aware of the positive things, because if you go through a day mindful of only negative things, man, that's not a life.
You can spiral out of control.
Right. So I think that getting your emotions and mind and just being aware of who you are and what you need to do that day and what you should be grateful for and whatever else, that's mindfulness.
Absolutely.
Right? And we also talk about this with clients and so on, is, like Fitbits or Apple Watches, and why that's important. Because it keeps you mindful throughout the day. Oh, I got to get steps in. These rings, I mean, it's genius stuff to make sure you get the right steps in. You got to keep moving. You can't just work out for 30 minutes 3 days a week and say you're fit. You got to go for walks every day. You've got to move. You've got to take the steps. You've got to park in the last parking spot, right? Just to get a few more steps in. But that's the point of mindfulness, is always to how do I make sure I'm doing what I need to do throughout the day to be mindful and happier and just do the right things.
Yep. Ultimately, there's positive thoughts and there's negative thoughts. And moving your body, tracking your steps, waking up with these positive thoughts, they build momentum for the day.
Right.
So do you want to start your day? Let's say you stub your toe when you get out of bed, and right away you start thinking, oh, this is going to be a bad day. Well, guess what? You're going to have a bad day.
Right. And for example, like making your bed, right? They always say, why is that so important? It's because it's one thing that you do that you can check off a checklist and start building momentum for the rest of the day. And it's this, okay, I'm going to wake up, glass of water, brush my teeth, make my bed. What? Wow, now it's, one checklist after another getting done, and that's what builds momentum, and that's what builds good habits, and it makes you want to go work out, and makes you want to go for a walk. It makes you want to go to work and be a super engaged, productive employee. And so yeah, I mean, mind is absolutely the most important of the pillars, for sure. That's probably the biggest pillar of the building.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And some people start with their body, and it's a form of mind as well. So for example, let's say you wake up and the first thing you do is go to the gym.
Right.
That kind of aligns the mind and the body.
Sure.
It really is all physiology. It's the state that you're in. If you're slumping on the couch, just watching TV, you're going to be in a low energy mode. That's going to affect your mind. Right. You might start thinking that you're not doing enough, or that you're not happy, or you're creating actually these negative thoughts. Versus if you get up, start moving your body, going to work out, man, they're just so aligned.
Sure. And not just morning. I used to work out during lunch, so that's what got me excited, right? To get to lunchtime, have a good workout, and I know I'm going to have a super productive afternoon. Or many people work out after work. So it's just how everything complements each other is the point, right? So physical wellness, my mindset, when the momentum starts building, it's just magical is the key. And how everything overlaps. Of course, it's not just one pillar and not the other, or they're standalone. They all work together.
And you said something big there, magical, when it starts working together. And that's where one of the pillars as far as faith and belief comes in. Because as you're doing these things, the universe just starts aligning, or it starts making sense. You start like meeting people that you needed to enter into your life. For example, like
because you started believing. You believed it. You were looking for it. You were positive about it, and that's magical to other people, right? So you were in the right mindset, and that magic came to me, right? At the end of the day, and that's what's important, and that's what's no loss of words, but
well,
yeah.
There's also momentum in faith too.
Sure.
So when you start seeing this magic happen, you have no choice but to really start believing, okay, this makes sense, this works. For example, like journaling. Never did I ever journal up until about 14 months ago.
Right.
But I would journal that, what did I do well? What did I not do well? And what resource, skill, and tool do I need to enter my life?
Right.
And slowly, these tools, these skills, the person, for example, again, like I needed someone that was really, really business savvy to help me start the Zero Doubt Club. Right? And I journaled that. Guess who came into my life? Mr. Eric Golovitsky. Yeah, exactly. Oh. So it really is about building momentum in all these areas: mind, body, faith. And then the other three, we got family, finance, and society. Those can be a little bit of a touchy subject. I mean, because family, look, without family, we're not here.
Right.
But
no.
And there's great things about family.
Sure.
Obviously, there's amazing things about family. And then there's the part of family which is our history. And a lot of times our history is nothing more than wrong information that prevents us from achieving what we really want. Right. For example, simple law of the universe, law of attraction.
Right. That was the word that I wanted earlier. Your attraction, right? So it attracted me to the business. It attracted me to commit to a personal transformation, and this time it was going to work. So that law of attraction is the most powerful. And how do we get all of our clients. It's all because of attraction. They saw your transformation, they saw my transformation, they saw somebody else's transformation. So law of attraction is huge.
It's huge.
It's huge. And again, to show overlap on the previous thing, it's the confidence too, right? So it's this getting to zero doubt, right?
Right.
The name of our business, but having belief in yourself, having confidence, positive talk, that's really important. Man, how many people do we meet that are just like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it. It's like, you're not happy. You need to get happy. And man, just going through a transformation and being that fat guy and now the fit guy. I can't, not that I would lack confidence before. I'm I guess, blessed that way. Double-edged sword, right?
Double-edged sword.
It's confidence, maybe it's overconfidence, etc. But now it's just a different confidence. I know I look good. I know I'm not the fat guy in the room. I know my mind is right. I know I can help people. It's just such a strong belief in life and in myself and in man, yeah.
Absolutely. 150 days ago, if I would said, Eric, you're going to be training people and helping people and coaching people, you would have said, there's no way.
It was never on my radar.
There's no way. But
not even close.
Right. But when you put together 150 days of momentum, and it's not like it's so much stuff. It's literally one day at a time.
One day at a time, an hour
1%,
a day.
Yeah, just
and
a little
just being
bit
mindful
momentum
throughout the day. I'm not sacrificing eating yummy foods. I love going to the gym. I got the bug, right? Like there's no way that the gym will not be a part of my life forever. Having a coach to pull me through, that's super important, right? So that helps build the belief and confidence. And it's magical when we see our clients that we're so full of doubts and the negative talk and whatever else, and literally weeks in, they're just totally different people. Months in,
right.
Completely different people.
Right, and we'll have most of them on for podcasts.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We're going to start bringing them on, but it's very inspirational. It's very exciting. So let's talk about. So we talked about mind. We talked about faith, belief, spirituality, right? We talked about body, right? So again, body is not just working out, right? So nutrition is super important. How you treat your body, right? Make sure you're a nice haircut, that you've trimmed your beard, that you've put on deodorant, cologne, so you feel great. That's what's important, is again that belief and confidence and not just working out, which is so amazing when you start seeing muscle tone and a skinnier stomach and so on. But it's not just that, it's everything about your body, your clothes, your look, your feeling. And
are you happy when you look in the mirror what you see?
Right.
And you will be if you're seeing incremental gains or growth,
right,
or maturity.
Right. Man, it's so exciting to see pounds get lost, to see, like I'm wearing large shirts. I haven't worn a large shirt since high school. So from extra large, right? Or I just went to the store and bought medium shorts. I've never worn medium shorts in a long, long time. They were always large or extra large. So just, man, that feeling is, I want to text my family. I text you. I'm proud. Man, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Because 20 years of just non-success is what drains you. And then you get into this negative talk of, I'll never be fit. I'll never be that fit guy. And here we are just in 100 days to totally change that mentality is unbelievable. Okay, finance. Let's talk about finance.
So finance, I believe it's pretty closely related to faith, right?
Sure.
The more faith you have in yourself, the better finances you'll probably have, right?
Man, but again, it's when your mind is right, when you've got the new disciplines, right? You're working out, you're eating right, you're feeling better about yourself. Of course, that plays a role in engagement at work. And what happens when you're fully engaged at work and you're crushing it? Raises, or now your mind is clear. Now you think of a great business idea. Mm-hmm. Now you're in business, or you're solving problems, or you're helping people, or whatever else. And now, man, the statistics are horrible on what disengaged employees cost companies. I mean, it's trillions of dollars. So if people can get into that mindset, the companies will make more money. They'll make more money. Their customers will be happier working with an engaged person. Have you ever done business with someone that was not engaged? It's the worst. It's the worst. They don't want to be there. They don't want to take care of you. You're just like, oh my God, can I just talk to somebody else, please? Versus the best, when they're fully engaged, and how can I help? And that's the difference. And getting your mindset, getting your body, feeling that confidence, looking good, feeling good, all comes out at work. And again, law of attraction that we just talked about. So now your other employees want to crush it, and it's absolutely resonating. But when people talk about why are private trainers or life coaches talking about financial wellness? Well,
it's all related.
It's all related. And then when you're doing well at work, guess what you want to do? Work out. You want to buy nice clothes. You want to feel great and continue to do that. So again, one feeds the other, and then the other feeds the other again. So it's just an amazing circle of life.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about society.
Sure.
Because I think right now is a time where society might be a little hurting, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Just in general, just the news, right, and this bipartisanship of Democrats hate Republicans and vice versa, and global warming and COVID, and man, just society in general is just so negative all the time. There is no positive, like other than if your sports team wins, but that's 1 out of 40 teams that's going to win. Whatever. So, but you understand my point, that there is no positive news in society. So it's on us, and it's on to create that positive society, right? Mm-hmm. What I really was exciting was when a friend of mine went to Burning Man. And Burning Man is this, festival 1 week in the desert, and it's a self-sustaining type community, right? But man, was he inspired to come back, and he's like, no plastic straws, no plastic cups, no, we're adding recycling stuff. Man, just wash your cup. You don't need to use plastic cups every time and throw it out. So just seeing that transformation of a 1 week journey at Burning Man changed their life philosophy on doing what's right for the environment. Because you feel better about it, right?
Yep, and mushrooms help as well.
What?
Mushrooms help as well.
Mushrooms help as well, but again, mushrooms help mindset, right? It clears spirituality, clears your mind, and man, there's so much information out there about what psychedelics do.
But that's amazing. He came back, and now he's got a greater feel for the earth, right? For society.
Oh my God. Night and day. Zero care.
No, that's amazing.
Zero care, full care.
All
like 1 week.
Burning Man.
All because of just it cleared the mind. It made him feel better. But that's the point of developing habits that create momentum and taking care of the environment, taking care of yourself, taking care of others, worrying about the future, and staying just positive on society. staying positive in a negative society. I mean, it's so negative.
Staying positive in a negative society will help society become more positive.
100%.
So it's just on an individual basis.
Right.
What are you feeding into?
Exactly.
Who are you hanging out with? Who are your 5 closest friends that you hang out with?
Exactly right. Exactly right. So yeah, man, we've covered it. Wasn't super long. I think we've provided value to people. 25 minutes, and I think it's great.
Cool.
Anything else you want to say?
6 pillars of wellness, Zero Doubt Club. We believe in them wholeheartedly.
And that's a great point. Is that we coach our clients on all of it is the point. And we're not a big box gym, come in and use our equipment.
It's not
because it
just
doesn't
about body.
work. And it doesn't work is the point.
Work.
It doesn't work until you put it all together and my background is in sales, right? And there's statistics out there that says 90% of salespeople only make one call
a day.
One call to a potential client. But the average sale takes 6 calls. Sales that close take 5 or 6 calls. So unless you're doing the 5-6 calls, you're not going to be successful. So what's the point of even making the one call when 90% of the time you're going to fail? Why not put that extra energy in and whatever else and put it all together to make 2 times more, 3 times more as a salesperson? So I coach them on that, and that's what's important in conversations with our clients is, okay, have your few drinks, but your mindset won't be right. You won't want to work out. You just lost 10 pounds and now you might gain half of them back on a bad weekend. Is it worth it?
And by a few drinks, you mean like no more than 4 or 5?
no more than 2.
Okay.
But anyway, but that's the point. That we coach people to be successful, not try this, try that, lose a couple pounds, etc., and then go back into society and get back into this rat race and negative minds and not doing well at work or hating your job and hating yourself and not, man, when you have the 2 alternatives, it's so crystal clear. But it's not easy. And that's where we come in and help people and help walk them through the process. And again, like you said, day by day. And that's what
it's not easier, but I think being on the other side is way harder.
Way harder.
So maybe it is easier.
It's a good point. I love it.
Maybe it is easier.
I love it. That's a great point. Let's end on that.
Okay.
I think that was some
6
awesome.
pillars of wellness.
6 pillars of wellness.
To live
is
an
way
easier life.
Yes.
Let's get it, guys.
Let's get it.
Thanks for listening.